Hi everyone, this is Ron Empsch. What I'm going to do is be filming my knockout stage games of the 2014 World Cup. I have started a replay of this using a quick play soccer game called The Beautiful Game. I'm sure many of you have heard about it before. It's from Landborn Games, and but it's produced under the license by Ozak Games. If you go there, they've got tons of different games of different sports games of all kinds from all over the world. So really good place to go get something different. So I will get into the game here very quickly. I'm not going to explain all the rules. I may come back later and do some of that, but again, this is a quick play game, as you'll see. What has gone on so far is I've reproduced the exact schedule of the group stages of the 2014 World Cup. In fact, when I bought The Beautiful Game, the season I bought, I didn't really buy a season, I bought the 2014 World Cup set of cards. And so I've had this probably 2 or 3 years and haven't really done anything with it, so I had some spare time in here, so I thought I'd try to do a replay, and so far it's gone really good. A World Cup, you start with 32 teams, and they have 8 groups of 4 teams, and they do a round robin, and 2 teams from each of those groups then advance down to a single elimination playoff. And let me state right now, I am by no means a expert on soccer. I'm born, bred, and raised in the United States, so I will admit right offhand, I'm not an expert on soccer at all. I've probably watched more soccer in the last 5 years, just because it has become more popular in the United States, and I do have some family members who are soccer fans, and so they kind of bring me into the mold. So anyway, let me get that out of the way right away. If I do anything wrong or say anything goofy, I apologize to you soccer experts out there right now. But anyway, here is the brackets as they shaped up after the group stage. And the first game I'm going to be playing is Croatia versus Australia. So let's get going on this and see how it goes. First thing you got to do is figure out how many match cards that each team will have. So if we take a look here at Croatia, and what you do is you take their attack value and add it to the defense value of the team they're playing, which in this case is Australia. So if we take 2 and 3 in this case, their adjusted value is 5.0. So what does that mean in match cards? Well, one of the things that comes with the game is a match card table, which will tell you exactly how many cards each team should get based on their value. If we scan down here to 4.96 to 520, you can see that Croatia will get 10 cards in the first half, plus 1 means that they'll have 11 cards in the second half. And we'll go with the black cards. All you use, this cool part of it is all you use the ordinary deck of playing cards to help drive the game here. So I'm going to count out 10 black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I'm going to put one over here just as a reminder that they'll get that in the second half. And then if we go to Australia, their attack is 1 and a 2 for defense on Croatia, so their value is going to be 3. And if we took a look at match cards for 3.0, it's going to be 6 plus 1. So I'll count out 6 red cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plus 1. And the rest back here. So I am going, it touts, Beautiful Game touts itself as being 3 layers deep. Layer 1 is where you can just play the game and get the final score and be done with it. You can add a layer. Layer 2 allows you to incorporate finding out who scored in the game and at what time frame they scored. And then layer 3 adds some additional things about injuries and more penalty type stuff, and penalizing players, and it's really maybe better suited for a league play than it is World Cup. Most of all, I don't want to get into that level of detail just for what I'm doing here. So what we will be doing though is obviously finding the score of the game, as well as figuring out who scored and the time of the score. So first things first here, I'm going to lay this down just for a second and shuffle the cards. I've shuffled the cards here. One thing is, you'll know, like Croatia had 10 cards put in this stack, and Australia only started with 6. Technically, if you see that from that standpoint, technically they probably have, they are probably the better rated team as far as this game is concerned. And Croatia did win their group, and then Australia finished second in a different group. So favorites Croatia. Up here I have 2 piles, and on the left hand side are what are called half chance cards. You'll see how these come into play, and these will help us determine if a goal has been scored. So that pile's half chance cards, and this pile of 6 is chance cards. Typically, chance cards give a higher probability of a score happening, and so I'll show you how this works here. We have 2 dice, a green and a white, and here's how it works. I roll the 2 dice, and I look at the green. If it's a 1, 2, 3, or 4, if the green dice is 1, 2, 3, or 4, I basically count off that many cards from the deck, put the ones that are before it underneath, and take whatever card. In this case it was 4. I count out 1, 2, 3, and I take the 4th card and I discard it, so it's out of play. So this acts as a timing mechanism, and I keep doing this. On a roll of 5, I count down 5 cards, I turn it over. In Croatia, who are the black cards, and Australia, the red cards. If I turn over if the green is a 5 and I turn over a black card, that means Croatia is going to get a chance using a half chance scoring card. If the die roll is 6, the team pulls a card from the full chance deck, and we use the second die here to indicate which pile. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in both cases. And as simple as that. You turn it over, you throw the dice again, and you look at the result of the cards, and it will tell you what happened on that particular play. So with that being said, let's see how this works out. So we start the game here. First roll is a green 3, so basically I go 1, 2, I take a 3rd card, set it off to the side here, and move those 2 cards to the bottom of the pile. Here's the second roll. Okay, 52. A 52, I flopped that down here, sorry about that. 52 means I count out 1, 2, 3, 4 cards, and then turn over the 5th one. Being black, that's Croatia's color. I now turn over the top card in the number 2 deck of the half chance. And so I take the top card here, and we look at it, and it says the goalkeeper's clearance charged down, ball runs loose, a drive from the edge of the area. So now I roll 2 dice, and we will see the outcome of this. So Croatia has a scoring chance right away. What we'll do is go ahead and roll to see who the shot is going to be by. the total here was 10. So here we come down, and 10 being where these guys don't score very much. So I do have a 10-sided die here, and I will roll that, and it's a 1. So a 10 with a 1. The shooter here is Perisic. Again, I apologize if I pronounce that wrong. Perisic for Croatia. So let's go ahead and roll the die here. And total is 10. If we come down here, 10 is rocket of a shot, but it hits the bar, a rebound. Okay, a rebound is a special event, and there are a couple more charts that come with the game. One is excuse me for the reflection there, a rebound chart, and some of the results on the chance cards have a penalty occurring. In this case, it's a rebound, so what that means is we're going to re-roll and look at the rebound chart. Okay, the roll is a 4. If we come over here, defender gets his body in the way to block shot, so no score occurred with that. And so this card basically goes to our discard pile, and we move on. And that card here will go, I'll just put it up at the top here. Yeah, let's deck those cards. We have a roll of a 3 and a green 3, so 1, 2, 3 goes to the discard. See, we're counting down the cards here. Okay, a 2, 1, second one goes to the discard pile. Here we have a 4, a green 4, so 1, 2, 3 underneath, and the 4th one to the discard. Okay, 6, 4. Okay, so what happens here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 goes down below. We turn up the top one, and again, it's black. Croatia has a chance now with the full chance cards, and it's pile number 4. We turn it up. Let's see who's going to be kicking this. 9 is Jelovic. It's a poor clearance. It gives attacker a clear chance. So this is a very good chance for a score. A roll of 7. Come down here. Placed wide of keeper, goal. So Jelovic scores the first goal of the game for Croatia. And they go up 1-0. Let's see, Jelovic. Okay, now, how do you figure out the time for this? Well, I had 16 cards that I started the game with. So you take 16 and divide it into 45 minutes per half. It's 2 point something. You round it up to the next number. So every card that is turned over is right now worth 3 minutes of action. So the discards, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have 15 minutes worth of cards, and now it could be 1 or 2 or 3 minutes into the timing for this card. What I have here is what I'll do is use one die here to determine a 1, 2, or 3 minutes added onto the 15. And a 1 and a 2 is a 1, 2 and a 3, or 3 and a 4 is a 2, and a 5 and a 6 is a 3. So I rolled a 1, so I add 1 more minute onto the 15 minutes that these cards had. So this card was 1 minute, so the timing becomes 16 minutes into the first half. Jelovic scores the first goal for Croatia, and this card goes down. And get that out of the way. I think this came from pile 4. So I'll put it there, and on we go. Croatia with a 1-0 lead. Oh, here we have another one, another green 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see who going to get this scoring opportunity. Okay, in this case it's red. That's Australia. It's going to be the third one, the third pile. Go ahead and turn that over now, but I'll roll the dice to see who the scoring opportunity is going to be. We roll a 7, Australia. It's going to be Cahill. Let's see what he does. We have a clear chance from 10 yards as defender misses a tackle. We roll a total of 8. Come down to the card, driven low into the corner of the net. Goal! Cahill gets Australia on the board and ties the game. And again, what was the timing on that? Let's go through it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each card is worth 3 minutes of action. So that's 18 plus a 1 and a 2 or a 3 and a 4, a 5 and a 6. I rolled a 4. That's 2 more minutes of action. So 18 plus 2. Scored at the 20-minute mark. So it only took 4 minutes for Australia to come back and tie up the game. This card goes to discard. And I don't know where that went, but we'll put it there. Okay, here we go. A green 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 goes to the discard. A green 2. 1, 2. Uh-oh, we got a half chance score coming up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's see who's going to get the half chance here. Okay, it's Australia. Let's see, a half chance from pile number 1. And let's see who's got that chance. We roll 7, and 7 is Cahill again. Okay, this time there's a clever run and a shot from the edge of the area. A roll of 4 says shot closed down, so no dice on this one. And this card goes away, so Australia misses that opportunity. Okay, 2. 1 down, 2 to the pile. Okay, we rolled a green 1. That one just goes right to the discard. A green 2. Getting the drift of this, I hope, by now. Getting close to the end of the first half here. Okay, a 6. Okay, we're going to have some action here. So we go 1. Well, I've been doing this wrong, actually, in the sense of how I'm piling them on. So 1, 2, 3, and I start over. 4, 5, 6. So it will be this guy right here. And it's Australia with a chance, a full chance here. Let's see who the goal scorer is going to be, possibly. It's a 8. Again, you can see Cahill must have been the big guy for these guys. But this case, it's Lecky. Let's see what we got. He gets a brilliant run, sets up chance from 12 yards. I don't think so. This is going to be a 3. Drive well, struck, but superb save by the keeper, who is Pledicasa. You determine how to pronounce that. Pledicasa. So no score in this case. Card goes away. Excellent. Opportunity for Australia wasted. Okay, 2 more cards. So 1, 2. This card goes away. And a 2, and this card goes away. And that, sports fans, is the end of the first half. And the score is 1-1. We got quite a match on our hands. Okay, remember, each team now gets an extra card for the second half. Hang on, I'm going to shuffle. Half action. I did double check the charts again just to be sure, and I had said that initially Croatia had 10 match cards plus 1 for the second half, and I looked again and they only should have 10, so they didn't get the extra card. but Australia did. So now there's 17 total cards in this pile. 17 into 45 is 2 point something, rounded up to 3, so each card is still worth 3 minutes of game time. So here we go. Okay, a 2, so down it goes, and off to the side. A 1, just pop her off. Another 1. No action so far, 9 minutes into the second half. A 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4 to the discard. Nothing on action so far. 3, a green 3. 1, 2, and discard. Here comes a chance. There's a 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see who gets the half chance. It's going to be Croatia from pile number 6. Let's see who the scorer, transfer score in Croatia. It's a 6. That's going to be Mandzukic. Okay, we have a high free kick into the danger area. Let's see what happens. We have a roll of 6. Again, that says ball glances off the defender's head into the net. It's an own goal. I am just going to go ahead and put that as red as an own goal because I don't know if someone should get credit for that or not. But wow, what a big break for Croatia. What we got to do is figure the time here, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 3 is 18. Another dice here. 6 would represent 3 more minutes, so it's at the 21-minute mark. So 45 and 21 is 66. So Croatia gets a big break. Australia puts the ball in their own goal. 2-1. Oh, another big chance here for somebody. 1, 2, 4, 5, and number 6 is Croatia again from number 6 pile. Let's see who has it. Who might be the star on this one. A roll of 9. It's going to be Eduardo. What we have here. Offside trap is beaten by well-timed run. Drive from 10 yards. A roll of 10. Keeper given no chance by shot in the top corner. Goal! A goal by Eduardo gives Croatia a 3-1 lead. Let's look at the time here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 21 minutes worth, and let's roll that one down. That's worth 2 more minutes, so I said 21 plus, that'd be 23, and 45 is 68. Does that sound right? Okay, only 2 minutes later for a goal. Makes sense. All right, Croatia in charge of this game right now, this match. A 4, 2, I think I'm going to go back to the old way. 4 is off. 3. 1, 2, 3. A 1 with the green. That card goes off. Time is running out for Australia. There's a 6 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's that bottom card that's going to get it. Let's see who it's for. Oh, it's Croatia again from pile number 5 here. Let's see who has a chance to score on this one. A roll of 10. We have to roll a 10-sided die here to see who gets it in the second column. I rolled a 3. So it's Perisic again. Perisic has a chance to build an insurmountably almost long high ball headed down into the path of the attacker. A roll of 6. Attacker robbed in the act of shooting, so no goal in this case for Perisic. Oh, a half chance for somebody. I know there's only 5 cards, so it has to be this bottom one, and it's Croatia again from the half chance pile. Let's see who has this chance. It's a 5, and a 5 is Mandzukic. Here we do a shot. It's an angled shot as attacker cuts in. Uh-oh, a roll of 10. Let's see what we got. Oh, a great stop by the goalkeeper. So nothing for Croatia there with an excellent opportunity. Oh, another half chance. We have a lot of them here, sports fans. So I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be the top card here. And in this case, it's Australia from the number 5 pile. Let's see who has this chance. 6 on Australia is Cahill again. Who else? Who else but Cahill? Okay, a free kick hoisted high into the area. A roll of 7. Oh, finally cleared after keeper drops the high ball. So no dice again, once again for Australia, who can't buy a break here in the second half. Time is running out here. We only have 3 match cards left. Oh, here's another half chance, though, for somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Croatia from pile number 1. Let's see whose chance this is. That's a 7. That is, okay, here we have 2 7s. So 1, 2, 3, and a 4, 5, 6. So I have to roll the die again. I rolled a 6. So in this case, it would be Mandzukic, again, because I rolled a 7, and then the 6 in the second row points to Mandzukic. Okay, what's he got here? Goalkeeper's hurried kick fails to attacker, falls to attacker 20 yards out. A roll of 6 probably is not going to get it. Shot scuffed and an easy save. So no dice. No dice for Mandzukic. And Croatia. 2 match cards left. It looks bleak, especially now with the roll of 2. This game is going to be history. All right, we still roll a 5 though, so this card becomes a half chance from pile number 6, and it's a chance by Australia. It's going to be a little too late. Number 7 for Australia is Cahill. Who else? He has a fierce drive from the edge of the area. Rolled a 7, and we get pushed by the goalkeeper onto the bar. So no dice for Mr. Cahill and his mateys. So what happened here, sports fans? Well, the own goal sealed the deal against Australia, and then Eduardo put the final touches on it with a goal 2 minutes later. Croatia scores 2 goals in the second half, none for Australia. Final score 3-1 Croatia. They will move on, and Croatia will face the winner of Colombia and Italy. So, like I said, I hope to do this for all 15 games. I'm sitting in an area where I usually don't sit, so I usually am sitting up higher and I'm farther away, so I don't get this, so it's not so close. I have a feeling this is going to be kind of crappy video this time, but I hope you get a feel for how the beautiful game is played. I did look on the internet a little bit, didn't do a big search, but I didn't see any videos of this. There could be some out there, but I couldn't find any right offhand. So I hope this gives you a feel for how this game is played. It's very simple, very quick. It probably took me twice as long to play this game because I'm videoing it and commentating and you know playing one-handed because I just film using my cell phone, holding it manually, as you can tell. But anyway, hopefully you get a feel for the beautiful game. Maybe inspire some of you to go out and grab a copy of it. I think it's a really fun game, and you can see here it generates its own little story as you play the game, especially with the chance cards that come with the game. So everyone's a little, I think I've got the originals that came with it, and I think I bought an extra pack so I had more cards that had a little more variability. But God, I probably have, I think I have like 100 cards in each pile, which is way more than enough to play this game. As you can see, I don't write down the verbiage that the score makes anyway, so this is varied enough for me, and hopefully I'll be back here with the next game of Croatia and Italy. Colombia and Italy. Sorry about that.